As the CBI continues its investigation in the Muzaffarpur shelter home rape case, it will now probe the links of former officers of the state's Social Welfare Department to the case. The probe team has asked the Social Welfare Department to submit details and documents related to the allocation of funds to accused Brajesh Thakur's NGO. In the coming week, the CBI team will visit the shelter home once again. This time, a forensic team is likely to accompany them. The CBI team has also asked the Information and Broadcasting Department of the Bihar government to submit documents related to the fund released to the NGO and also to the newspapers for the government advertisements which the newspaper run by the accused allegedly got. Let's now get in a word from my colleague Rohit Singh, who joins us for more on the story. Rohit, now the CBI is expanding the ambit of this entire investigation. As far as the status of the present case is concerned, give us a sense of how far the police has been successful in collecting the evidence and also the crucial, important evidence which is required for the charge sheet.
Anusha, it is very much evident that what Brajesh Thakur has done for the last several years would not have been possible without the connivance and support from the officials of the Social Welfare Department, and that is why the Central Bureau of Investigation is now expanding its ambit of investigations and are all set to question several former as well as incumbent officials, top officials of the Social Welfare Department. And it is also possible that the minister here in question, Manju Verma, could also be questioned by the CBI, but that is just a possibility about which we are talking. But yes, one thing is very definite that several top officials of the Social Welfare Department, along with former and present, are all set to be investigated by the CBI very soon.
Right, Rohit. Thank you so much for getting us all those details. As Rohit puts out, that it's not just Brajesh Thakur, but even other people working in the government could be complicit in this, and now the CBI is looking at that. The prime accused in the Muzaffarpur shelter home rape case was the local Muslim, and almost everybody feared to speak against him. He ran 3 newspapers, owned shops in almost every lane of the locality. We bring you this report, which gives chilling details of how those minor girls were locked up in the shelter home. Take a look. Even a fortnight after the rape case of 34 girls came to light, the Muzaffarpur rape horror continues to shock the conscience of the nation. India Today has now found that the prime accused, Brajesh Thakur, was referred to as the local dabang.
We're a few lanes away from where Brajesh Thakur stays. That is where the girls' shelter was. And why is this man called a muscle man? Why is he called a dabang in the area who nobody wants to talk against? Because just around where he lives, he owns possibly 3 shops in every lane is what we are being told. This restaurant right there is Brajesh Thakur's restaurant. Going up ahead, you see this clothes store? That is Brajesh Thakur's clothes store.
डरते हैं नाम वाला आदमी तो क्यों नहीं डरेंगे? पैसे वाला नाम वाला आदमी से कोई भी डर सकता है. नामी आदमी है क्या?
More spine-chilling details were narrated by the locals who lived near the government-run shelter house.
वो लड़की को भाग रही थी गेट पर से बाहर, देखे खन्नी का दुकान नहीं है, खन्नी का, वहाँ भाग रही थी. हमको नहीं पता था कि बाल के बाल का गिरी से गोरी गोरी एक औरत थी, बोलती बाल छिनाने के लिए ढील हो गया माथा में. हम बोले क्या चीज ढील हो गया?
तो एक लड़की को भागते हुए देखा है आपने?
लड़की को भागते हुए नहीं, पकड़ के लाते हुए उसको वहाँ पर अंदर में किया गया.
No one around the shelter home seemed to know what happened inside the horror house on a daily basis, which was locked from outside every evening post 6 p.m.
हम जाते आते थे ना तो बहुत लड़की लोग के हल्ला होता था. हम सोचे कि लड़की लोग खेल रहा है, नाच रहा है, इसीलिए हल्ला. हाँ,
चिल्लाने का आवाज.
हाँ, बहुत ऐसे जाते थे ना तो बहुत हल्ला होता था.
क्या सुनते थे?
हल्ला खाली आवाज आता था, होय होय करके. रेडियो टीवी भी चलता था. हम कहली वही नाच उच करती थी होगी, इसीलिए हल्ला.
It's indeed strange that a house where girls aged between 10 and 18 lived, no one ever saw them play outside the house.
Even from the outside, there are 2 small windows. 2, that's it. 2 small windows for the 40 girls there. There are iron doors is what we've been told. 3 iron doors on both floors where these girls were lodged, where they couldn't even get out. Every evening, there used to be only one entrance to the Balgreh, only one entrance to the Balgreh, and it used to be locked with a padlock. So these girls couldn't get out, or nobody else could come in, only who had a key to that door. Reporting with camera person Parminder Sharma, Preeti Chaudhary for India Today.
Now we bring you this ground report from Muzaffarpur on how accused Brajesh Thakur ran 3 newspapers and got government advertisement worth lakhs despite having a circulation of merely 300 copies. Take a look.
What's really interesting and rather bizarre is most government offices are still getting the newspapers published by Brajesh Thakur's firm. Now 3 newspapers were published in his firm. One was an English one, which was News Next. The Hindi one was Prateh Kamal, and an Urdu one which was Halate Bihar. Now, in terms of number of copies published per day, would never go more than 300 or 400. I tried to get these newspapers in the market, none are available, but available in government offices, distributed in government offices. And what is really bizarre is the kind of money in terms of advertisements that these newspapers were getting. Imagine publishing just 300 odd copies and getting advertisements by the government to the tune of this, worth lakhs. Now, the publishing firm of Brajesh Thakur claims that they publish anywhere between 40,000 to 60,000 newspapers, but they don't quite, because what we have found out is the production doesn't go beyond 300 maximum. And when it comes down to the English edition, some days the paper is not even printed. Now coming back to the advertising, since the last 3 days, since August 1st, the government has stopped issuing any advertising to these papers. So this is today's Prateh Kamal, the Hindi newspaper, and you won't see any advertising by the government in it, because of course it's been revoked. But let's just go back 3 days. So this is August 4th, but let's just go back 3 days, and this is the 1st of August, and this is the government advertising right here. I have with me Mani Bhushan Sharma. He's an old seasoned journalist of Muzaffarpur. Mani, आप कितने साल से रिपोर्टिंग कर रहे हैं?
मैं 8-9 बरस से हैं
यहाँ पे मुजफ्फरपुर।
जी जी।
मनी, आप मुझे बताएंगे ये जो प्रातः कमल है, ये जो अखबार है, इसका एक उर्दू है एडिशन है, एक अंग्रेजी में आता है, इसका सर्कुलेशन कितना होगा?
उर्दू और इंग्लिश वाले का तो काफ़ी कम है, क्योंकि वो मार्केट में मिलता ही नहीं, न के बराबर। ये सिर्फ सरकारी विज्ञापन मिला तो उसको छाप करके अपना ऑफिशियली पहुंचा दिया गया। मुख्तलिफ पीआरडी कार्यालय और सरकारी दफ्तरों में मिलता है। प्रातः कमल का थोड़ा बहुत सर्कुलेशन है, तो अभी लोकल स्तर पर, जिला स्तर पर और सरकारी दफ्तरों में जाता है। मार्केट में आज सुबह से हम लोग भी खोज रहे हैं, तो कहीं से नजर नहीं है। पब्लिशिंग कहीं शॉप वगैरह पर कहीं नहीं है, इसका बिक्री नहीं है और उस हिसाब से इसकी डिमांड नहीं है। केवल यह सरकारी दफ्तर और विज्ञापन को भी उसे लेकर के छपता है। गवर्नमेंट में पकड़ अच्छी है, इसलिए गवर्नमेंट विज्ञापन जरूर मिलता है, लेकिन सर्कुलेशन के हिसाब से अगर जो तो नहीं मिलना चाहिए, लेकिन पकड़ इनकी अच्छी है, इनके रसूखदार लोग हैं, इसलिए इनको विज्ञापन मिलता है।
So what is government advertising? It's in the fine print right here. DAVP, Directorate of Audio Visual Publicity. So that means that the government has paid this publication a lot of money to print this ad. And like I pointed out, there are 3 ads that we can find right before the 1st of August, when the government revoked advertising to a publication which in a very bizarre fashion publishes no more than 300 copies. Would anyone, especially the government, give expensive advertising to a publication that publishes no more than 300 copies? Well, that's anyone to guess. But I just want to show you. So that's one ad which was on the 1st of August, the day that the advertising got revoked. I'll just show you 2 more. Now this is the Halate Bihar newspaper, published by Brajesh Thakur. And right there you have this massive half-page ad. This is again right here, you can see DAVP. And this again is on breastfeeding, a day before, on the 27th of July. Again, a half-page government advertising ad. It is extremely bizarre, and what's even more bizarre is that in Muzaffarpur, every government office that you walk in, you might see the national dailies, but you will definitely see these 3 editions published by Brajesh Thakur's press right here in Muzaffarpur. Nowhere else, not in the market, not in homes, but strangely they continue to come to every government office. Reporting with camera person Parminder Sharma, Preeti Chaudhary for India Today.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you would love to.